Hey everybody, it's Amanda, and it's Thursday, and I would normally have a grocery haul, but if you can hear, I have like this really bad like sniffly thing, like sinusy situation happening, and so I'm not going out. I mean, that's really just out of abundance of caution. I feel fine other than the sniffly thing, and I actually started taking some allergy meds like a day or so ago, so it usually takes a couple days for it to catch up, and I'm actually doing better. But just out of an abundance of caution, staying home, not going anywhere. In fact, bleach wiping everything, boiling the dishes. My husband's sleeping in a different room. Like, we're really trying to be as careful as we can, reasonably. So anyway, I'm not going shopping today. That was the short version of the story. So what I am going to do is shop my pantry. So I figured you guys might want to come along, see what I got hanging out in the fridge and the freezer, and maybe do a little meal planning with me. So let's head into the kitchen and we'll see what I got. Okay, so I did make this week for Crocktober, gotta get it out of my fridge, this Italian chicken. And it's essentially just chicken and some pasta sauce and a few other simple ingredients, nothing too complicated. But I made it thinking that I was going to have it one night and then I was going to freeze some the next night. Well, of course, that's not happening. We're having it 2 nights in a row. So I'm just gonna make some angel hair pasta and put this over top of it. And that's gonna be our meal one night. Well, put that back in there. Let me show you what's in the fridge and you can see all the things that we have, and then I'll show you what's on the menu for the rest of the week. So here's my fridge, and if you've seen my fridge before, you know that I don't have any of the bars. They've all broken off. So we use this top shelf for our condiments. The second shelf, I have that Italian sauce. Behind it is some flour tortillas, there's some sour cream, this is some onion, this is a bunch of different cheeses like shredded cheddar, and this is mozzarella, this is some Swiss, this is cream cheese, and back behind there's some eggs. I have a couple dozen. Down here on the bottom shelf is my veg. Now back here I have obviously pickles and some jalapenos. I have spinach, which is probably good till the 10th or the 11th. And so whatever I don't use in the next few days, I'll end up just freezing and we'll use it that way. We'll use it cooked. This is a bag of whole carrots. This is some shredded carrots. This is all romaine lettuce, which we had some left over, and then Brianna had gotten herself another one. And this is some pre-shredded for salads. Some leftover corn. This is some cabbage. This is like half a head of cabbage, and this is a quarter head. A little bit of tomatoes, mushrooms, lemons. Over here I have some heavy whipping cream, oat milk, a little bit of orange juice, Duke's. And there's some chicken that we have out for a meal coming up. And this is lunch meat, this is lunch meat, and right here is, believe it or not, a tomato that's been cut. Oh, and in this drawer I have some apples. I don't know if you can see those down in there, and a little lime juice thing. And then this one is actually empty, so I know it's dirty. Just ignore it. I don't feel good. But anyway, up top you can see that this is one I don't really use very often. This is some pre-cooked chicken and a ham, a little piece of ham. This is, Brianna bought this. This is where Brianna keeps her stuff, so like she got this for herself. And then she also has these ice creams back here, and this is her frozen bottle of water. But anyway, back behind here, I have some chicken broth. This is like ice cubes of chicken broth back in here. It's a bag of frozen broccoli, some chicken breasts, a bag of olives. This is some peppers and celery that's already frozen. So this is just kind of my little junk fridge that we have stuff thrown in. I really need to organize my fridge. That'll be a whole nother video. Let's shut that. Time to go to the big freezer. Okay, so my big freezer, I have some bacon right here on the top. This is some spinach and green beans. This is a bunch of berries that Brianna uses for her smoothies. And this is some Beyond Beef patties. More spinach, fish. And then over here we have, this is ground beef, ground lamb, ground turkey, turkey sausage, all kinds of ground things up on the top. This was supposed to be my vegan shelf, but you can tell there are other non-vegan things, the ground turkey, that have made their way down here. So even though I do have like some vegan sausage and some diet pizza and things like that, even have a loaf of bread over here. Over here I have some butcher box. So I just got a bunch of stuff. I really need to reorganize this. We need to do a video on organizing my freezer for real when I'm up to it. All right, so down here I have some more meat, more ground turkey. And really what happened here is I had the big turkey and a little bit of ground turkey, and I got my butcher box and I just kind of threw it in here because I was just not feeling like doing anything. So I do need to show you my butcher box video here soon. Just expect that coming up as quick as I can, guys. I know you want to see. It was actually a really big box, and I can't wait for you to see what all came in it. But anyway, so video coming up there, and then down here I have a really good roast. I need to use that, and then some more ground meat, some more whole chickens back there. And I think that's some turkey legs and some more bread. So, and then ice. So this is my big freezer. We actually have way more than enough, like most of you guys. We are planning on, for the month of November, pretty much staying home. So I've been trying to stock up in preparation for that, but I am going to have to use some of my back stock this week while I'm not feeling my best. So I did go ahead and make a menu plan. Okay, so let's talk about this menu plan. So the first thing that you'll notice that I have is the Italian chicken that I'm planning to make tonight, which I mentioned I'm gonna have that with some angel hair pasta. We'll probably use some of that romaine and stuff and make a salad, and that'll be dinner for tonight. Tomorrow I'm making curry. Now I'll link my video to the top with my curry recipe. It is so good when you are sick. It is super comforting, easy to make, crock pot meal, and everybody in my family loves it. So we're actually gonna have it 2 nights. In fact, this whole menu plan is pretty much double batch recipes that we're having night after night. When I was in college and I was homeschooling kids, this is how I always cooked 3 or 4 times a week just to get by, because I couldn't be in the kitchen as often, but everybody needed home cooked meals. So I put curry 2 days in a row. I don't think anybody in my family is gonna have any problem eating curry 2 days in a row. But in fact, I know what's gonna happen. They'll probably eat it the first night, and then the next day they're gonna want it for lunch. So they're gonna come home and eat it in the afternoon, and then for dinner, it's gonna be sandwiches. But that's okay. If that's how they wanna do it, that's fine with me. I've cooked curry, it's made for dinner, the end. But anyway, so we're gonna do that 2 nights in a row. And then the next day is Sunday, and Rick is off. So I think he is going to handle making burgers. And I have that head of cabbage in there, that half a head of cabbage that needs to be used up. So I'm gonna make some coleslaw, and I think that'll be a really great simple Sunday meal, and everybody's gonna be happy. Then I'm gonna take that big roast that I saw in the freezer, and I'm gonna make that into like a beef stew. So I have a roast recipe that I'll link to the top. It was actually my very first Frugal Family Food recipe. Oh, way back, and if you watch that video, just remember that it was one of my first videos, and just remember that. But anyway, so I'll make a version of that. So it's gonna be like that, but I'm gonna add more liquid, and at the end, I'm gonna shred that roast up so that it's more like a stew instead of like an actual roast. So we're gonna have that for 2 days. Again, no one's gonna complain. It's a roast. It's a roast with vegetables. Everyone's gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. So then the last night is Wednesday, and I figure we need something solid since we'll have stew for a couple days. So we're gonna have tacos. I'm gonna use those tortillas up. We have tons of ground meat. I'm sure we're gonna have some veg that needs using up before I go shopping again. So we're gonna use all of those things up, and that is gonna be the last day of our meal plan. So this is how this mom does it when she's not feeling well. Crock pot, easy meals, double batch. That's right. But everybody's gonna eat and have good food, and it's gonna be fine. And my kitchen will stay clean too, because I'm like cooking every other day, right? So it works out well for in every possible way. So let me know if you do something different when you're sick and you got your family to take care of. How do you do that? Because I know some of you are gonna say, my husband cooks. That is wonderful. Have you ever seen my husband make a baked potato? I'll link that at the top too. Then you'll see why he is not doing this. So anyway, all right. I am going to go and relax. That's what I'm doing. And you guys have a wonderful day. Come back next week. Hopefully we'll be more back to normal. I don't know if I'll be shopping or not then. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.